So is my destiny. I'm finna get down to the G. Somebody please, I thought those were my last words. DAX! He's back at it like a bad habit. Why do I know all of his things? Oh my god, I'm not that much of it. I like DAX. You know what? I like DAX. He's a little bit of a meme. And when KSI makes fun of him, I like to have a bit of a laugh and joke about him because he is a little bit of a meme and he is a bit funny. But you know what? He's talented and he makes good music and I do actually respect him. And I was actually a pretty big fan of him about maybe a little over a year ago. I was going through a little bit of a tough time and yeah, a lot of his stuff actually did help me. And even though he can come across a little bit, sort of maybe a little bit on the nose, maybe a little bit corny at times. He's talented, and I like him. I genuinely have nothing against Dax, and I want to see him do well. So I haven't really been paying attention the last few months as to what he's been up to. So that's what we're gonna do today. Thought those were my last words. I remember when my last words came out, he had this whole like mini press run about it coming out. And yeah, and he likes a sequel, does Dax. He does like a sequel. We know he can make a good track, and we know he's a talented rapper. So yeah, let's see what he's saying. Let's see what he thought his last words were. Yeah. You always have a choice.
What would you do if you had a second chance at life? Would you take advantage of it? Or let it slip through your fingers?
Is he playing Super Nintendo? Like his life's a video game or something? I guess is the symbolism there.
You know they say the biggest pain in
Oh, it's an NES. Is that an NES? NES PK. That's a Super Nintendo. That's a SNES controller, but he's playing an NES. I don't know. maybe an inconsistency, or maybe I'm being dumb. I don't know.
Today we changed that. Thought those were my last words. This time, yeah, it's gonna be different. No more hatred, self-inflicted.
Oh shit! Oh, so the whole video is gonna be like Bandersnatch. It's all about choices. You always have a choice, you know? His videos can often be quite cool, and I like the whole kind of like, what's it called? Like a story-based, like, choose your own adventure style, like, music video, but it's a game. That's pretty cool.
This time, yeah, it's gonna be different. No more hatred, self-inflicted. No more wasting time on women, yeah. No more building others' visions. This time, yeah, it's gonna be different. No more dying, only living, yeah. Taking my fucking like back.
Dude, he's singing. That's the thing as well. He can sing as well. That he can. I was gonna say he can harmonize, but he can straight up just sing. You hear his voice there. Listen to him. You can sing.
I'm taking my fucking like back.
Right.
No more regretting the shit that I've done and I cannot control from the past.
Right.
Fuck if I fail, I don't care if you judge me. I swear that I'm taking a chance.
Sure.
You only live once and I swear on my mama that I'm gonna fuck up fear 9.
Let's go.
Done with the lies.
That's the thing I like about Dax as well, is he switches it up. He's not just rapping all the time. He does have the harmonies, the melodies. I guess KSI did kind of say he does just make freestyles and stuff. But he can make a hook. A lot of them do sound kind of samey, but he does try and like, he doesn't just go rap all the time. He has his style of like hooks and harmonies and melodies that he does. But you know what? It's fun.
Go chase your dreams, son. Go live your dreams, son. I'm done with the fear, yeah, I'm done being lazy. I'm done with the indecision. I ain't letting opinions from people deter. I don't envision.
Sure.
If I say I'ma do it, I'ma do it regardless of how I'm feeling. I'ma do it regardless of how they feeling. I'ma do it regardless of what you expect.
I'm gonna do it regardless of how you feeling. I'm gonna do it regardless of how I'm feeling. That's pretty key, you know. Because it's all well and good not caring what people think, which is actually a lot harder to do. Like, it's something that everyone says, but it's actually a lot harder to do in practice. Like, when you actually, you say it all the time, oh, don't care what people think, just do what makes you happy. But then when you actually come up in a real life situation, it's not always that sort of easy and like black and white. It's not always that clear cut. It sometimes is a bit like, it would be a lot easier to just go with what people expect of me, or, you know, or to do the normal thing, you know, what I should do to make other people happy. But also, I'm gonna do it regardless of how I'm feeling. So it's also battling yourself, because I can tell you, in the, how many years have I been doing YouTube? Probably, oh shit, coming up 6 years, probably, on and off doing YouTube videos. I've been known to not do it consistently, to not have a good work ethic with it. And you know, it's about that. It's about doing it when you don't want to. When you wake up feeling like shit, you don't want to do shit. You don't want to work, especially when it's, you've got to be self-motivated. It's kind of easier for me, honestly, to go to a 9 to 5. Just because I feel like I have to, otherwise I'm going to get in trouble from someone else. Whereas if I have to motivate myself to get up and make a video or do something kind of creative, sometimes I find it hard to find that discipline, which is partly why I've not had too much success with the whole YouTube thing so far. But That's the thing. It's not that easy, and it's about that battling yourself as well as the opinions of those around you. It's about battling your own sort of self-image, I guess.
End of the day, I'm the one holding this feeling and waiting this pain of regret. Get on my face. I'm thanking God I'm seeing different.
Eat to live, live to eat. So it's the choice between the healthy and the unhealthy food, right? I got you.
Busy dying now, I'm busy. Thought those were my last words. Yes, don't be different. No more.
That's a nice room, you know. It's like cool decor, but it's also got like the studio and shit. Like, that's really nice. And the way the sun's shining in, love that. He's got good, cool looking videos. He's got very high production value, to be fair, DAX, considering he is independent, I'm pretty sure. He puts out good stuff, you know. He clearly puts a lot of work into it. He's a hard working dude. Invite girl over, record new song. Hey, big up. You know long term what the right decision is, but it's not always that easy in the moment. Giving in to your own temptation, it's such an easy thing to do. Just like that, you could just go the easy route, instant gratification. But life's all about making those decisions. You know, making the right decision in that moment. When at the time it doesn't feel like a big decision to go do that little productive thing, but in long term it builds up. And I'm talking to myself as much as I'm talking to you here. I do not practice what I preach whatsoever. Trust me, I do not. But you know, it's good to sort of reaffirm it, I guess. So yeah. I love this room. It looks pretty. Go to party, shoot a video. Yeah. Funnily enough, I'm actually going to a party tonight, but I'm shooting a video before I go, so it's fine. I'll get a couple of videos ready, and then I'll go out. So I'll have earned it, so it's fine. You gotta have a balance, you know. If I just absolutely go completely ham and destroy my social life and everything else to do YouTube, I burn out in like 3 days time, and then I won't upload a video for another month. So you gotta have a balance, you know. It's not all about just grinding 100%. That's how a lot of the most successful people do it. But for a lot of people and a lot of the time, you gotta have a balance if you're gonna have any kind of longevity, you know, with whatever it is. Working out, eating healthily, doing starting some kind of project, you know, anything. You gotta have a realistic plan set in place, or realistic goals. You know, it works for some people to shoot for the very top from the very beginning, and their mind's just sort of set on that. But you know, it doesn't work for everyone. You got to find your own way of getting shit done, you know. And everyone there's no one size fits everyone kind of thing. You see all these motivational YouTube videos like, wake up at 6 a.m. and do this, and that. Do these 3 things. Do these 3 things to change your life, or do these 3 things to achieve your goals. I've seen hundreds and hundreds of those, and you know what? Everyone has something different that works for them. Different mentalities, different sort of regimes and shit. Like, there isn't like what works for fucking a Hollywood actor like Mark Wahlberg, who gets up at like 4 and works out and like for 3 hours straight, and then goes shoots and films, or The Rock or something. That might not work for, you know, just, you know, the average guy or girl just going to college or something. You know, everyone's mind is different, you know. Not everyone can just go ham, grind 100% of the time like some people can. You know, you gotta have a balance. You gotta find a way to achieve what you want to achieve, and you gotta find out what you want to achieve first, and the way you achieve it. You know, there's no one size fits all sort of thing, and that's one thing I've learned from struggling with motivation and discipline through things like YouTube and stuff. You know, there isn't, just because it works for one person, just because you see someone being successful doing it one way, doesn't mean it's going to necessarily work for you, because you're not the same person, you know? You got to find your own way of navigating shit, you know? And it's not easy. It takes time. You'll only get it through experience, from trial and error.
Know that I'm coming for next. Fucking the bags, making a difference and letting this positive energy stretch. And I'm thanking God I'm seeing different. And I was busy dying. Thought those were my last words. This time, yes, gonna be.
He has most of the time pretty much got a positive message. I'm just thinking of songs like, what was that one called? My ex broke up with, what was it? She cheated again. Those ones, yeah. That's a bit more sort of introspective and sad. But a lot of the time, DAX does have a positive message to give, to be fair to him. You know, and he gives us all trying to spread it. You know, what was my last words about again? I guess it is about sort of the regrets of life. You know, talking about, I think, what did he talk about in my last words? Talking about his dad and shit. He wished he hugged his dad and told his mom he loved him and stuff, and what else, like wish he didn't have, just I don't know, just wish he didn't regret so many things and stuff like that. So I guess it's kind of a similar thing, where he's going through life right now, and he's like, okay, I don't want to make the wrong decisions now. Like, I should make this song rather than go to that party, or I should, you know, go to this corporate meeting rather than hook up with a girl, like stuff like that. And he's like talking about, I don't know, I guess just the day-to-day of looking back and not regretting the little things that could build to the great things. I don't really know where I'm going with this. I guess it's about life isn't always just easy decisions, you know? And you know, just try and do the right thing in the moment. What is the best way forward for you, and that's the way you'll have no regrets. That's the only way you'll have regrets in life pretty much no matter what you do. You can only do what's right in the moment, you know. And as long as you do that, you're not gonna have too many regrets. You'll think, oh, maybe I should have done this instead of that with hindsight, but if we had hindsight in the moment, then everyone would be living their dream life. So I do always enjoy listening to Dax. He does always put out high quality stuff, and he puts us all into it for sure, and I can respect that. So yeah, shout out Dax. I like Dax. Dax is once again cool in 2020, apart from when when KSI is taking the piss, but that doesn't really count because KSI gets a free pass to take the piss out of people, doesn't he? So yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you want to see more Dax, and let me know anything else I should react to, and hope to see you in the next reaction video. So take care, everyone. Thank you for watching. Bye bye for now.